And welcome, everyone. It's this week's Book the Ticket, which is, of course, the movie show we do here on this channel. Um, we have nothing, and by nothing, I mean absolutely nothing, apart from the box office stuff this week. So you're going to get a Q&A. So if you didn't go on Twitter and post a question when you saw it, you're not going to get it answered. But of course, Google us. You can find us anywhere by searching Comic Book Cast. You can find the Patreon, where we have new stuff coming out every week now, or hopefully every week. And if there's nothing, you'll get an update. You can find me at Mitch692 on Twitter and Vero, and you can find Joe at Halftime Joe on Twitter and Vero.
Yes.
Because Vero is the new hotness.
Exactly.
He says ironically.
We say it. I do say it ironically because I think if it
It's
lets
just funny because it had that initial little spike.
if it lets me post my TV shows, then of course I'll be on there a lot because that's all I watch. I watch a lot of TV shows, but it doesn't let me. It only lets me post movies, which I watch a lot too. But
that's really strange though.
Maybe they updated. I gotta go check. Mitch, housekeeping real quick. You already said Patreon. We had an audio commentary for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for the 100th episode. Definitely go check that out.
We did.
And
that was fun. I enjoyed that.
This week, this Saturday, or at least this weekend. Let's just put that. This weekend, you'll have a topics
Saturday
cast.
Or Sunday?
Yeah, you'll have a topics cast, which is essentially a topic show where we're gonna get topics from the people on Patreon at the $5 tier or above. So, if you would like to have your topics answered and listen to this exclusive show, podcast, whatever you want to call it.
One of two exclusive shows.
Yeah, very exclusive. You can go ahead over to patreon.com/comicbookcast and go check it out yourself. There is, of course, an update that is public for everybody that says everything you need to know about the revamped Patreon for CBC in March and continuing on forward. So we would like you to go check that out. Of course, SoundCloud.com/comicbookcast, where you can hear the audio version of all the shows, all the casts. Of course, iTunes as well. Just search us up on there. So yeah.
But anyway, how do you want to do this? You gonna go first, or I'm gonna go first?
You can go ahead first. We're gonna go run down all the questions that were sent via Twitter, which is also where you can find updates on a daily basis for what we're doing. We're trying to be more transparent with everybody, let people know as it happened. So we might do this to another cast in the future as well, like the TV show cast, the gaming cast. Depends.
It depends how much news there is.
Yeah.
If it's like this week and there's nothing, then you'll get something like this.
Exactly. Yeah.
But anyway, if you don't want your name read out, you get tough shit for the minute because no one said otherwise. The Fox Complex on Twitter asked, would you want to see Emma Frost and Scott Summers' relationship in the MCU X-Men reboot?
I mean, if it's done well, I guess if it's the MCU, that means it's done well, right?
Yeah. They're not gonna kiss. Well, they might kiss in the ashes of fallen people, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, we're not even gonna get all this X-Men MCU stuff for a while because.
Yeah, but it's just hypothetically.
Okay, hypothetically.
I don't know if I'd want this.
No, I want Jean and Scott.
Yeah, I'm more of it, especially after that Phoenix Resurrection. It's like, oh, it belongs to my heart.
If you're gonna have Emma Frost, you could have her try to kind of persuade and seduce Scott and have that type of thing. But ultimately I would want Jean and Scott. Yeah.
I always got annoyed with the love triangle with Scott, Jean, and Logan. Making it a square.
It's true.
It gets a bit. Just suppose a square could work, but it could be a bit too much, especially in 3 films instead of 3.
Exactly.
So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind if they did it. So it's done well. I'll be fine with it.
Yeah.
No, I will. No, at least I'll enjoy it. But
all right.
Ideally, nah.
All right. Going on to the next one. This is from Alan Sareki. He asked, do you think trailers like the ones from the 80s and before could work on today's audience?
Absolutely not.
Nah, everybody wants to be spoon-fed.
Have you ever watched a trailer from the 80s and before?
Yeah.
They're literally just the movie in a minute and a half. People hate that these days. Why would you want it now?
Also, internet was back then, but not as big now. So
the internet wasn't back.
when was the internet?
Yeah. The internet became publicly available in the 90s.
Oh well, you know that's what happens when you're born in the 90s.
The military had the internet in the 80s, but
so you only saw trailers in the movies
and TV, yeah.
Oh yeah, and TV. I guess.
Believe it or not, Joe, there was a time before 1996.
1995.
It might have seemed very primitive, but
it happened. It sounds like it. How'd you go on without Instagram and Twitter? That sounds so bad. But
I went outside. I vaguely remember doing that one.
I mean, I went outside. Sure. So I don't know. I mean, I guess not. Probably not. It's like everything has to change, right? Nothing really in the 80s works now in general. So why would trailers?
I mean, it's like if you watch a trailer for an 80s movie, it's just literally the movie. They even narrate the movie and tell you everything.
Yeah.
Like you'll get the big beat from every act. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Chris Trident says, which is better, the hardcore DCEU costumes like the Man of Steel one, or the comic-y style costumes like the Shazam one?
But is it a comic-y one when the others are pretty comic accurate as well?
Well, you can't really say the Man of Steel one is that comic accurate. Yes, it has the S in the K. It doesn't look like the. It looks.
The only thing it did differently.
Well,
the only thing it did really differently was it didn't have the red belt when New 52 was out, and that was that when that came out. That was. It looked more.
It doesn't have the color either from New 52.
Yeah, that's which I don't like. Anyways, I don't like the New 52 suit.
Like I get what you're saying. I think he's more meaning like the whole grittiness.
I mean,
and everything's more toned down. Like the blue's virtually black, the red's more of a brown.
I don't know. I mean, when you look at the actual suit, it's blue.
Yeah, but it's not in the movie.
Well, we don't know how the movie of Captain or Shazam looks because we haven't seen the movie yet. This is just stills.
True.
The DCEU ones, if you want to call them hardcore costumes like that, they're similar to the Shazam one anyways, because the Shazam one has some detail to it too that normally didn't see.
But I honestly think he's more talking about like how they treat the colors, like everything. Like Wonder Woman's corset isn't red; it's black.
Well, I don't know. I don't think they're that different anyways. I think it's a weird question. If you were to ask the movie suits compared to the TV suits, then that's a question.
I mean, it's not because the TV hasn't got suits; they just have like gimp masks.
Yeah,
that's not really a fair comparison. I mean, I get what you're saying. Like the Shazam one looks.
It doesn't look
like
that
how people probably.
Like if I look at Shazam,
Shazam and Superman suits share similar design ideas. They aren't the same.
But
they haven't had the same approach.
But not even as that. Like if you look at the Shazam suit, there's more details than the regular Shazam suit from the comics. It is more hardcore because there is more subtle details into it. Like the tiger stuff, that's not in the comic suit. But
that's just not going to be fluid. Like that's just that. It's not what he's meaning. I think you're not really getting the question.
But like, there's no difference to them. They really both go hardcore into it.
They don't.
I just like the movie suits better.
If it went hardcore into it, Superman would have the trunks. Simple as that.
Nah, trunks suck.
Batman would have had.
Trunks suck. That's not a hot take. That's a fact. The underwear sucks.
That is gonna destroy that dislike bar. I agree with you, but that's gonna destroy.
Who cares? Like the underwear is overrated. Mick went to Disneyland Paris. Says most expensive collectible toy that you own. Mitch.
I don't actually know. I don't know.
I'm looking.
I haven't got that many collectibles really.
Me either.
She'll put them all together. I got like the entire first line of the Lord of the Rings Warhammer set. That's a good like grand. But
you got a basketball?
Just one thing. I mean, it's a collectible.
I have a basketball that's signed by a basketball player for my team. Like I don't really get collectibles because I don't like. I'm a millennial and I don't like to keep stuff.
I mean, a lot of millennials keep stuff. Hoardings are very.
Is it? I don't hoard.
Yeah.
I like to get rid of everything. But that's what I
probably.
have.
I'm trying to think how much I paid for stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
The Assassin's Creed statues might have been a good like 70 odd quid, but I don't know.
I don't even have statues like that. I have a little Pokemon statue, but that's like I found it.
You found it.
I did find
I got
it.
some model cars downstairs. I got some model cars downstairs that are like.
I have some tech decks.
I think they might be over 100 quid.
Do you remember that, Mitch? Tech deck?
What tech decks? No.
The little skateboard.
Oh, fingerboards, yeah.
Yeah, those are hilarious.
God, that's a heavy 90s early.
They're like somewhere in a box, but I remember I saw them the other day. But yeah,
yeah.
So you just have that Lord of the Rings stuff, like that's probably your best.
That's probably the most like if you put them all to one thing, then yeah.
Okay.
The gaming stuff is probably worth more.
Yeah.
Tell
me, I have a basketball signed by a Harlem Globetrotter, which is pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead.
Yeah. True Talk 6 says, do you think Marvel will move to 4 or maybe 5 film a year once the Fox deal is done, or stick with 3? I don't think 4 or 5 is possible. 4 might be a push.
Not 5. Definitely not 5. That's way too much.
Like, they have to also keep in mind that Star Wars and other Disney movies. I don't see how you can do 5.
4
and spread everything out evenly.
Makes sense to an extent because you do it with 3 months within each other, right, or apart, and 3 months by that time the DVD or / Blu-ray / digital release comes out of the previous movie, so you hype up the new movie with that digital release.
I think when you get there, you risk a high saturation point.
I mean,
you're constantly it's in people's faces now, but you're constantly like, buy this, buy that, buy this, buy that. And I think that might be a quick way to kill everything.
Yeah.
And I think at the minute how they're doing it, where the marketing, they could do it with minimal marketing, I suppose. But I don't know. I think 5 might be too much. Just because, Star Wars, other Disney movies.
I mean, maybe, I don't know. I don't.
You'd eventually end up with what we had with May before Avengers moved.
I don't know if I'd care too much. It's just if it happens, it happens. I'll go watch the movies.
It's not a question of do you care. It's a question of like, would they do it?
Probably not.
Do you think they will? I don't think they will.
Nah.
I think it's too much for their workload. Maybe. Actually, I suppose with the Fox stuff, they have more work. But no.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so.
All right. Going to the next one. Luke says, do you guys think Marvel will go beyond the 3-movie route rather than ending on a trilogy? Or like similar to how Avengers getting a 4th movie if actors are interested in renewing their contracts. So like Iron Man 4, a Captain America 4, a Thor 4 type of thing.
Have you jumped? Oh, no, you haven't. No, there you go. No. Do I think franchise will get a 4th movie? I hope so.
I hope not.
Avengers is going to get a 4th.
Well, yeah,
let's be real.
That's okay with me. Yeah, that's okay with me.
Iron Man, I think out of the big Marvel Trinity, is the only one that doesn't necessarily need a 4th. I think with Cap, you can go for another 6 movies because you got Bucky and Wilson.
Yeah.
Thor, I think he's only really just got interesting now, and he's got infinite possibilities to where that character is. So I definitely want a 4th. And I think him and Taika are talking about it anyway, so it might be on the cards. We have to wait and see.
I don't know if I want it because I'm OCD like that. I like trilogies, but I don't.
Well, yeah, but you would have 2 trilogies.
I mean, maybe. I'm not. I
don't know. If they do a 4th, you're gonna get a 5th and a 6th. Let's be real here. But I don't know. It's a weird one because I always like the even numbers. So a 4th movie would be nice. But trilogies is trilogy.
Yeah.
It's...
No, maybe. If it works like that, we get a 5th and 6th, then okay. But if it's just a 4th, rather not. I'd rather just do other characters.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, other characters would be nice. It depends. If you got space for a 4th, And if they're interested in coming back, obviously, then why not go for
ahead.
it? If you've got a story to tell, you've got a story to tell. Who's the next question? 'Cause I'm looking at these differently.
From Bug. Kieran Bug? Say his name?
Is it? I can't even see it on Twitter.
Alright, well, Kieran Bug. What do you guys think is going to happen to Sony? Are they going to be bought out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 100%.
I think we could buy them out. No, we couldn't.
I mean, I have a sandwich in the fridge. I could buy.
We could throw it.
I was gonna say I'll throw it at Amy. She might catch it like a seal.
Yeah.
Or a dog. Yeah, I don't think they're long for this. The Hollywood world, to be honest. They even said that they're gonna probably be gone in a couple of years anyway.
I mean, the movie division, sure, yeah, but not like, they stopped PlayStation.
I assume they're just talking about the movie division.
Yeah, they're probably selling off. Fox is selling off their movie division. I don't see why not.
Shout out to Sony, managed to get a free year of PlayStation Plus.
Also, shout out to them for not being bought out first before Fox. Who thought Fox was going to be bought out first before Sony?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Also, quick fun fact, because I forgot to mention it earlier, I did not make up that river line in Justice League.
Yeah, I saw somebody said it. It was in Justice League? Well, that made sense why I didn't remember it, because I don't remember that movie.
It's literally the start of the movie, apparently.
Yeah, I don't want to remember that movie. Such a bad movie.
I mean, I don't blame you. No, I don't know how I remembered that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I imagine they're going to get brought. So, yeah. Sean says, best movie posters. I'm going to say anyone with orange and blue on it.
I don't know, because I'm a fan of the trope of the movie posters when they have their back turned, and it's like...
Oh, really?
I like that.
The back turn, the look back.
Yeah.
It's so... Oh, God.
So generic, but I like it. I like it.
A couple of years ago when it was always that in orange and blue, and it's just like, wow, everything looks the same.
Yeah. I enjoy it.
I really enjoy, it's very recent. There's a lot of old posters I like, but the ones that come to mind at the minute are the Infinity War ones, with the Black Order and Thanos, and the whole George Perez cover poster. It just looks really nice. It's very like Star Wars prequel saga style posters. They are good ones, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. They can go really wrong with posters, though. They seem like they are recently.
Oh, they can go really fucking wrong posters. Marvel posters are always kind of garbage because the interns don't know how to Photoshop. But
yeah,
if it's like if it's a proper old school paint poster, then
I like those. I like those. All the painted ones, yeah, those are so good. I like those. All right, going on to the next one. Kyrie Gregory says, "Who would you guys cast right now for the MCU X-Men? Laura as Wolverine and Fantastic Four. Bonus, I want Mitch to cast Honey Badger."
See, Honey Badger is an interesting one. For the most part, I go unknowns.
Yeah.
I say this for every time I get asked about casting someone, just getting unknown. I don't want expectations for an actor, and it annoys me when other people have expectations for actors.
I don't really want to know them unless I randomly see them in a TV show that ended in one season.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah. But who would I get as Honey Badger? Who would I get for Gabby?
No.
Actually, you know what? Because she isn't going to get her own X-23 movie anymore, get Daphne Keane. If she can't be X-23, make her Gabby.
Sure.
And have her in that room. And who would you get as Laura, though? I don't know. Laura's a tricky one.
Yeah.
Actually, oh no, that wouldn't work. I was gonna say one of the girls from Stranger Things could play good Laura, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like you said, want an unknown, somebody that could just go in and be the character.
As I said, find someone new. Do like a Tom Holland.
A lot of people always do big names for these casting things, and it's never that. Let's be honest.
Yeah, and to be honest, I'd want the X-Men as kids, or at least around Tom Holland's age, so they can pass up for a 16-year-old. and I don't really know 16-year-old actors' names. I don't really look at a list of little kids.
Yeah.
Because that's how you get put on a list. So yeah.
All right.
Unknowns for the most part. The big ones like a Logan, I don't know who you'd get for that, or a Charles Xavier. If only Fox didn't nab Stewart and what's his face from Magneto. I can never.
Which
McKellen.
one? The older
Because
one?
they're like. Well, I'm saying like if only Fox didn't nab Stewart and McKellen.
Yeah.
Because they're like perfect for those roles.
Yeah.
It's like.
Okay.
But yeah. The next question is from True Talk 6 again. With the success of Black Panther, do you think a Vixen movie or other Black DC hero movie will be in the works?
Cyborg, probably.
Vixen, no.
Cyborg.
Cyborg's been in development for how long? And there's been no word on that.
I mean,
I don't think it's happening.
Half a year, maybe a year.
Half a year. They announced it like 3 years ago.
It did? Oh,
he was on the original like board meeting slate.
Oh, I don't remember that.
I think after Justice League, Cyborg.
I mean, Jon Stewart is gonna be in Green Lantern Corps. If that gets made, so I don't see why don't you count that?
I mean, sure.
He's gonna be. It's gonna be an ensemble cast.
Yeah, but that's like.
I count it. He's a main character.
I would count it as well normally, but I think for the sake of argument and the question, like it's a bit more like a Black Panther where it's the lead. He's not sharing the spotlight.
Cyborg would probably be the most likely just because he's the more known, right? You gotta think about it like that. If they get into movies like that, like, because at this point you can't expect any movie to be made really right now, and then.
I mean, that's true. That's the unfortunate truth of it.
So a Cyborg would probably be that.
And I think Vixen's definitely stuck on TV. She ain't going anywhere.
And I think probably for the best, mostly because she's a lower, like, second tier Justice League hero.
Yeah, I think maybe if the stars aligned and someone found a genie, Martian Manhunter might.
But he's not black. Some people portray him as black, though.
Yeah, but I think you could.
I'm very curious.
Take the opportunity to have that.
I'm very curious as to why most people portray him as black. Like, he could technically be white or brown or Asian.
Because clearly the white man thinks black people are from Mars.
Oh. It's just always,
I don't know.
he's from Mars. He's not any color. I wonder why. I mean,
I think it's purely just an opportunity to have a black character.
Probably.
Like, why not? Why does he have to be white? Like, why does he got to be Asian? Why has he got to like? Why can't
he? Yeah. All right. Going on to the next one. Gonna be from Mick once again. What did you guys think of Snoke, Luke, Yoda, Leia, and Star Wars: The Last Jedi? Mitch loves The Last Jedi, and I'm okay with it.
Snoke I was fine with, to be honest. Like, I didn't expect anything anyway. I really liked Luke and the betrayal and how Hamill played everything off, so I was fine with that. Yoda, it was just nice that he was a puppet, even though it was jarring because it's clearly the really old puppet. Leia, I still don't know about that little space scene.
Yeah, yeah. I kind of wish they would have killed her off in the beginning, anyways.
Yeah. But I don't know. Like, I like the idea of her using the Force because even though you would only need a tiny little pull to like push you in space that far, I think it was executed wrongly. It just looked silly.
This movie provides me with so much inner conflict, because I love the fact that you take what everybody was hyping up to be a big character in Snoke, kill him off, like, just like that. Just no one knows what's gonna happen. You just kill him off. You're like, what? I didn't expect that. And I love when surprises happen like that. It provides some great entertainment. But at the same time, I would love to know if he was like some big Sith Lord, and he had this big history and stuff like that. I would have loved to seen that.
Have you heard what Andy Serkis has said?
What'd he say?
They're saving his backstory.
All right.
Now this is my problem with how they're handling Star Wars.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna have to do homework to find out about Snoke. Is that being saved for a TV show? Is that being saved for comics? Is that going to be a cartoon? Is that going to be a movie?
Yeah.
Why do I have to then go to something else to find out what should have probably have been? Not that I think he needed to have a backstory in the movie, because there's no different to the Emperor.
I mean, I
Like, the
guess
Emperor
so.
was introduced in the third movie, and then that was it. You knew nothing about him.
Well, that's why I thought they could have done better with Snoke.
I mean, sure, like, I agree to an extent, but I don't know. It's no different to how Ragnarok did the whole Odin thing. It's no different to Stimpson in Jessica Jones season 2. It's like, oh, you think this is gonna happen?
That's why I like the unexpectancy, but I don't know. So this movie just provides a lot of inner conflict, which is why I try not to talk about it a lot, just because I love some stuff, but also really hate some stuff they did. I'm just so conflicted about this movie.
See, I'm not conflicted. I've really settled on my opinion. I hate the Finn and Rose stuff. Everything else, I think.
Oh yeah, I would have been okay without that. But the Luke and Yoda thing, right? I love that look, like the little speech that he gives to Luke. Yoda gives to Luke. It's like that doesn't matter. It never really did, or whatever. But then at the same time, I'm a big philosophy fan, and I would have loved if it did matter. I don't know. I don't know with this.
But isn't that the philosophy, though?
I guess so. I mean, to be fair, I think it's just in a movie structure point. I would have just loved more of them two and more of Kylo and Rey. To be fair, just from a movie standpoint, I just
the third movie is definitely going to be more Kylo and Rey.
But this movie should have had more of them and less of Finn and whatever his adventures, Adventures of Huckleberry Finn.
Huckleberry Finn.
All right, yeah.
Have I never heard?
Go ahead.
Anyway, next question. White Tiger 15925, can I say it that way? Is the big one in general Marvel or DC?
DC.
So yeah, I think it's always something Marvel.
Yeah, I mean, we already that's our thing.
Do you want to elaborate on that? Do you want to elaborate on that?
No, just I'm DC, you're Marvel. That we've established that.
Yeah, but I know for the sake of this one.
Oh, I mean, I grew up on DC and I love their characters more. I'll admit that their movies are suck, but I like DC characters more. I don't know.
Literally the same, but replace DC with Marvel.
Yeah, it's literally the same. We grew up on them, and we just like their stories better. But you can acknowledge that the other one has some good stories sometimes as well. So yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely some DC stories I like. I just prefer the whole the more people as opposed to gods.
Yeah, I like the gods inspiring aspect of it. You know, that's the whole thing,
We're
right?
Very different people.
There's that whole thing of like Marvel is humans trying to be gods, while DC is gods trying to be humans. In a sense, it's not like set in stone. That's what it is. But there's always that term or phrase.
There's also that
is that phrase.
DC's characters are the powers. Marvel's characters are the personalities.
Yeah, and Marvel's are more relatable, while DC is trying to be a little bit more inspiring with hope and optimism type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Also, another reason why I prefer Marvel DC is Marvel have hands down the best cosmology in comics.
What does that even mean?
Is a fact well, as in that their cosmic side, their cosmology.
Okay.
Like
we could go on for so long. No, that's not a fact.
That is factual.
Nope.
It is inarguable. Their cosmology wins over everything.
Nope. We could go on for forever.
There's a reason why Kirby left and just copied everything.
We can go on to the next one.
Actually, I don't know that's true.
All right. The next one will be One Punch Sloth. What is your favorite underrated director? Who is?
Neil Blomkamp for me.
David Ayer. I think he's very underrated. I think a lot of people think he's overrated because of a Suicide Squad or whatever. But his previous films before that, I thought were really good. I think he's underrated. I just think he needs to get out there one last time without having no studio like get at him. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he had no studio for Bright and kind of.
You even say that probably was a lot more of the script than it was the director.
I mean, sure, but at the same time, the director has got the final say over the script.
Let me look at his IMDb real quick.
He is the one that let the line of "Fairy lives don't matter today" be in that movie.
Which I found that I really like that one. So I mean, I like Fury.
So bad.
I like End of Watch. I like Sabotage. Street Kings.
I will say, to be fair, in A's defense, I haven't seen the majority of his movies, so I haven't really got an opinion apart from Suicide Squad, right? So I'm not gonna. I won't be too harsh on the guy.
That's why I think he's kind of underrated, because like he gets all this shit from Suicide Squad when it's just one movie. He has other movies that are pretty good. So yeah. All right, next one.
You said the next one.
I'll say it. True Talk 6 predictions for the 4 dates DC has in 2020. Which, prediction is they're not gonna happen. All right, next one.
You've written these out of order. God damn it. That's why.
That's literally. Oh yeah.
No, okay. Because what's your favorite underrated director is after this one?
Well, I mean, you could figure that out. So, all right, go on.
No, I can't because I've scrolled past.
You know, I'm gonna add in
for the 4 dates.
No, I'm just gonna add to some with the True Talk's other one. DC has a date of June 14, 2019. Do you think there will be a movie released here, or is it done?
I think what's the 6th? June, July? No, I think June, July 2019 is done.
I think they're just gonna move it. If there's a movie they want it there, they're just gonna move it. If they want it, because Shazam comes out before that, so if they want still movie out in 2019, I think they're just gonna move it.
Because Shazam's got the date locked, hasn't it?
Not June 14th.
No, but it's coming up before June, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's already
I think it's in March.
Yeah. There's nothing else in production. Wonder Woman's the closest thing, and it hasn't started filming yet. And there's no way it's going to have a date in there.
Yeah.
No. The 2020 ones. Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah, Wonder Woman.
Maybe the Batman.
Green Lantern.
Green Lanterns, if it's.
I feel like that one will get made.
No, but I feel like it will get made, but I don't know about 2020. See, this is the problem. They haven't really got anything that we know of starting production.
Let's be honest. Code Hane's not going to be Nightwing.
No.
Why would you? When did we start getting models for actors?
Cara Delevingne.
That's true.
Literally right there.
I don't know.
Wonder Woman was a model.
True. No, it's a joke. It's a joke.
I know, but I was just like,
I don't know.
I don't know. It's a tricky one because like they're in such an awkward spot right now. Like, I could name anything: Lobo, Secret Six, New Gods, Batman. There you go.
This is a great tweet. I just want to tell you this tweet related to Justice League. I'm not gonna say who it is, but remember, folks, insert your Justice League Blu-ray disc upside down in your PS4 to be granted access to the Snyder Cut. That's funny.
That's funny.
Yeah, but with these movies, I don't know, just Nightwing maybe. Batgirl's not gonna happen.
Nightwing, I don't even think it's gonna happen.
I mean, it is true. It is very true in a sense of we don't have a set thing. You know, that's where Marvel at least is doing good at, where we can tell kind of what are the ones gonna be coming up because they have a track record. So yeah.
And also, I don't even know if those dates are still going to be there in 6 months.
Sure. We don't even know if DC's still going to be Warner Brothers in 6 months.
I mean, yeah, there is that. God, wouldn't that be some?
I mean, I don't really care.
Shit, that they got sold off a movie. I mean, you would, wouldn't it, if the movie is still better?
I mean, I just feel like okay, well, because I like BBS. Go ahead.
One Punch Sloth again. Any movie before the 80s that you guys would like to see be remade?
Star Wars. I don't know.
Do you know what? Actually, that I saw that, and that was my first one. That was my initial reaction with Star Wars. Purely because I'd like to see how they do it.
Yeah.
Really, that's literally like, how would you remake Star Wars? Would you just do the same thing again? Or would you go a completely different direction?
That's true.
Or would you go more with the original concept ideas that they had for it, where it's a bit more like generic sci-fi and not like what Star Wars is? But another one, really, Alien. I'd love to see an Alien remake. Put Neil Blomkamp on that.
That's what I was thinking about too. Like
just to save the franchise from fucking Ridley.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that's really all I have. Because all the other ones are kind of like classics, and it's like you should probably keep them where they are.
so I'm not a huge fan of remakes, really. So
Yeah, same.
you get some good
All right.
ones, but for the most part, nah.
Next one is from Daniel. Do you guys think the whole cinematic universe is dead? The whole cinematic universe idea is a dead thing now, and that should studios stop pushing the idea to every movie? Well, it is a dead thing now if you're not Marvel, because Universal tried with their monsters, Warner Bros. Tried with their DC property. I mean, the only one I think Legendary is the only one that's almost there, because King Kong was a good movie. I thought Godzilla was an
And so
okay movie.
Kong and Godzilla having an easier time than Superman and Batman.
Yeah, so there's
See,
that.
I don't know.
Is it? I don't know.
What are you gonna say?
No, I was like, there's
Yeah,
that.
no,
Is it?
no, that's all there is, isn't it?
No. That's what I'm saying. Like, is it dead? Like, I'm asking you.
No, that's what I was trying to say. Like,
Oh.
get interrupted. But no, I don't think it's that. I think studios actually have to try. No one's trying with it apart from Marvel. Everyone is literally just looking over and going, "I want to make a quick billion." Slap two films together and say they're connected. Like it's no more evident than BVS and Man of Steel. Those two films were never made to be connected to each other. It was supposed to be a Man of Steel sequel that they made into a Batman origin film that just haphazardly slapped it into a shared universe. If you're gonna go that route,
I think you're right that it's not dead. You do have to just put a little bit more effort into it in terms of how it all connects. I do think the Star Wars of everything is connected might be dead, because that's way too much. Like you said, you have to do homework. No one will ever do that.
Yeah, Star Wars is a weird one.
Star Wars is like the books, the games, the TV shows. Everything is connected. Yeah. It's a crazy thing.
Which I mean, the Marvel movies and TV are connected, but luckily, I wouldn't want games and cartoons connected. No way. I don't know how Star Wars is keeping up with that. Because that can't be sustainable, surely.
Probably not. I don't think it's dead.
But no, it's people just need to actually put the work in and want to put the work in. Because if you don't do it, you're gonna fail. You can't be that one guy in the group project that does nothing.
I mean, you can.
You can.
You can't anymore, because in recent years they had the whole thing where the teacher will do the evaluation, so you can't anymore. You have to look like you're doing something. The professors, the professors are evaluating now, and that just. It used to be where your group partners will evaluate you, and you all just have this general consensus that we're all going to give each other A's.
Yeah, I mean that's what I did.
Yeah.
It's just like, why not?
Okay.
You got the next one, yeah?
Alright, right here, Dan. If you could pick a movie/character out of left field for DC/Marvel, all things considered equal, as in DC makes a movie on par with Marvel, who would you want to see? I love that he added that in there, because it makes sense. Good question, Dan. Left character. You choose the Marvel one, or you want to choose either or? Like, you do Marvel and DC, or I don't know.
I mean, I think you should both pick one each.
Alright, go ahead.
One for each. Like, or you pick a DC and Marvel.
I already have mine.
For DC, I'd want a Mr. Miracle and New Gods.
That'd be nice.
Marvel? I don't know. There's too much stuff I'd want. And Eternals, maybe that could work. If he has a Celestial.
Of course, Blue Beetle and BC Avengers. Even though that probably wouldn't happen.
Oh, that would be actually. Yeah, is it just a character? Actually, no, because it's a movie or / character. I would have a host movie, and Avengers the host, and have it all Celestials, and they come down and judge.
I just want anything with Cosmic Marvel.
Yeah, because it's the best in comics. That's why. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and definitely a New Gods, like Mr. Miracle movie.
I think we just want cosmic stuff.
Because it's the most interesting stuff anyway.
Yeah, cosmic stuff is great.
It's so. Yeah, it's so. It just looks. No, it's mainly because of Kirby. Like, it just looks so good.
Yeah, we just want some cosmic stuff, but yeah. So there you go.
But Yearling No Zero asks, you guys think New Mutants could work as a TV series when Disney reboots the X-Men?
No.
Really?
I guess it depends.
Is that just because no, you don't know the property, or no, because you don't think it would work?
I mean, if in terms of if for the movie, then no, because that's horror.
I mean, the arc they're adapting is horror.
It's true.
So it kind of has to be a horror.
I mean,
No, I'd be worried if it wasn't.
I don't
So,
know.
Demon Bay, yuck, yuck, yuck. I think he could. To be honest, I think the X-Men, like a Spider-Man, are much more suited to TV.
Well, that makes sense.
You'd never get a Spider-Man TV show because he's too big. But X-Men, the Gifted, that worked in the end, kind of, maybe not really.
I mean, yes, in terms of a TV show, like the X-Men do work, and I would love to see. But I don't know too much for New Mutants in general. But in terms of X-Men, yeah, they always work good on a TV show.
I definitely think maybe not what they have now, and you might have to change the cast around because you ain't gonna get someone like Warlock. It would look really cheap. You have to have a really good budget behind it for a TV show. I don't know. Could a New Mutant show TV work? I'm gonna say it could, for the sake of the question. Yeah.
Why not? DC. I mean, Disney could do whatever they want with the streaming service.
Make it similar in tone to the Netflix stuff, because I think that's what the New Mutants would have to kind of be. And you could do a Shield. You could play with genres every season, like how New Mutants change with genres every arc.
Yeah,
I think it's really cool.
All right,
make it a really unique show out of that.
They're going on to the last question. Oh, yeah. If David Fincher is from next guy, it says Mario's. David Fincher could make a CBM. Which character should it be, and what should it be about? He's a very gritty guy. People wanted him for Batman.
Yeah. You know what? Purely because he done Fight Club, I'm gonna say Moon Knight. It's essentially a Moon Knight movie anyway. Why not?
Wildcat. That's also like for DC. That's a fight. He's a boxing character. I mean, I feel like he could do mystery too, like a mystery. The Question, right?
I mean, yeah, he did. He did Gunga.
Gunga, The Question.
Did Alien 3? Did Alien 3 as well?
The Question. Why? Like that'd be cool.
The Question would be cool. I think I'd rather The Question be a TV show.
Or Identity Crisis, which would be like a DC, like a Justice League movie.
That would be interesting. David Fincher.
I think if I remember correctly, I think Elastic Man's wife is killed, and they're wondering who killed him, and they think it was Elastic Man. It's like, yeah, that'd be pretty good.
Yeah, that would be good.
But that's if barring Warner Brothers makes better DC films in the future and has a cohesive universe. Which, to be fair, I still love
studio.
I still love Man of Steel and BVS. Just so that you know, I just think Justice League was bad.
It's okay. It's okay to be right.
I just think Justice League was so bad.
It was so bad. It goes with the rest of them.
All right, I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, we're going now.
Yeah, that's all the questions. Yeah. Now, how much time we got? We got enough time?
15.
All right. It's time for the box office weekend.
Actually, 13.
Breakdown. Fun fact: we were wrong. We're gonna put this right out there now. We were wrong.
Let me see.
Because it was in fact, it was not Wrinkle in Time at number 1. That underperformed, and Black Panther stayed number 1 again.
See, I was having good vibes when Friday Wrinkle in Time beat Black Panther, and then they said it wouldn't. In the end, I was like, wait, but it beat it on Friday. Oh, but it's probably not gonna beat it on Saturday or Sunday.
I'm pretty certain the reviews killed that movie. Pretty certain, because it did not get good reviews. Then again, the audience score wasn't too great for it either, so
all I had to do was make 41 million. It was what, 8 million off.
Yeah.
8 million off. Not that far away. Strangers at 3 made sense. People, you know what? I I've seen some people say they don't like Strangers, but I've seen people who are trust more say they like it. So I'm like, maybe I'll
Never
like
seen
it. Yeah, I love the first Strangers. I think the first Strangers. Well, that's also my problem with 2018 is that everything needs a sequel. Not everything needs a sequel. Like Strangers didn't need a sequel. I think it was just a one and done
I
classic
mean,
horror
Black
film.
Panther wasn't a sequel.
What do you mean?
Red Sparrow is not a sequel. Game Night's not a sequel.
No,
Wrinkle
I
in
mean in
Time's not a sequel.
general. Like I'm not saying. I'm just saying like Strangers didn't need a sequel. I'm saying like this film specifically, and a lot of films are starting to be more sequels. Sure, it wasn't this week, but there are more sequels than ever. You know, there's The Darkest Hour's getting a sequel.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Christ.
I just
What's
think.
the point?
Yeah.
I suppose it.
It's modern Hollywood sequels. Get more money.
I mean, sequels have been. It's not really modern. It's just Hollywood in general.
It's true. Well, modern, I guess, is being more remakes because there's that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Unless you're Marvel, then you just keep pumping out new shit because you've got 8,000 characters to pump out. But...
Sure, you can adapt from. You have a whole library.
Yeah. But I'm honestly surprised Black Panther stayed number one. Really,
Yeah.
I honestly thought Wrinkle in Time would have got it just because it's new.
So wait.
And it's a new movie with an all-black cast, so or a majority even.
Let me check it out real quick. Let me go find that file because I want to see who was more right.
I can't even remember what I said.
That's
but your top five, starting from five,
Here it is.
Game Night with 7.8 million. Red Sparrow at number 4 with 8.5. Number 3, Strangers Pray at Night with 10.4 million. Second is A Wrinkle in Time with 33.123. Number 1, Black Panther with 40 million.
Okay, so we both said Wrinkle for first, which we were wrong. We said Black Panther for 2, which we were wrong. We both said Strangers for 3, which we were right. You said Death Wish for 4, and I said Hurricane Heist for 4. It was actually Red Sparrow.
Well, fun fact, Death Wish came in number 7. Hurricane Heist was number 9.
Yeah.
I'm going to take that as a win. I was more right.
No. Game Night, number 5, which it was. We both said that. So we both got 1, 2, 3 wrong. You count that as a tie?
Yeah.
All right, we'll count that as a tie.
Oh, we're going to work back. So Death Wish was higher up, so I win.
No, we're not gonna do that.
That's how
we're not doing. Oh, I almost beat you.
My game,
no.
My game, my rule.
We're not doing. We almost beat you. And then coming up this weekend, there is. It says right here, Friday the 16th. The only one that's really. They're the two big ones, I guess, is Tomb Raider and Love, Simon. Which I don't think Love, Simon's gonna be.
Tomb Raiders. No, Tomb Raider's an interesting one. I don't think it's going to make that much money.
I think it will. It just won't be number 1.
It's opened up in Asia and it hasn't made that much. So, but then again, that's the Asian market. I don't know if they have any attachment to Lara Croft.
Yeah.
You know, imagine. Did you get Tomb Raider on the PlayStation? I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably did, but. No.
I think Tomb Raider is the only one.
I'm gonna say I think Black Panther's gonna stay number 1 again.
You think so? It went down from 60 to 38. Let me see. Okay, it went down from 60 to 38. Let's check this out. Okay, gonna write our names down. So you say Black Panther.
Yep.
Okay.
You know, it had what 30% drop. It's crazy.
But with the 38% drop, so for 60, that's 22 million, right? Let's say it does another 38, right? That's another 22. So what is that? 18 million?
Yeah, but I don't think Wrinkle in Time is gonna hold on.
No, that's what I'm saying. So you think Wrinkle in Time will go down more than 50%, right?
Yeah.
So Black Panther, let's say it goes down another 38%. That's and that's another. Oh no, let me see. Let me do the math on that. So 48, 117, 579 times 0.38, 15 million. So it'll be at 25 million, at least 25. So what will make 25 million? You think Tomb Raider will make 25 million?
No.
You gotta
No.
think it's also gonna be in less
I don't
theaters
know.
now too, isn't it? Black Panther. How many weeks? It's gonna be number 5 this weekend.
Yeah, but it's still in like 3,900 theaters.
Okay, so you say Black Panther's still number 1. What do you have as
I'm
number
just gonna
2?
say Black Panther's number one until it leaves,
Okay.
because that this movie's an anomaly.
Okay,
It doesn't.
what do you think is gonna be number 2?
Uh, it, um, I'm gonna say Wrinkle's gonna stay number two.
Okay. I'm going Tomb Raider number 2 actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Tomb Raider third. To be honest, it was like just because like I don't hear any talk about it. The only talk I've heard about it was on Twitter from one of the accounts that said it made X amount of money in Asia, and that's it. There's no buzz. There's no
So,
reviews for this movie.
Black Panther hits at 25 this weekend. Wrinkle goes more than half, which would be about 16. So,
It'd be 16 and a half.
it'd be 15 to 6. It'd be like 16 and a half million, right? So 25, 16. You have to assume that Tomb Raider could make more than 16 and a half million. If it hits 17 million, that's number 2.
I don't think it will. I don't think it will.
All right.
There's no buzz for this movie. There's no advertisements that I've seen for this movie. There's nothing.
Really, I've seen a
If
lot.
if it gets number 3, I'll be surprised.
All right,
and I'm putting it at 3.
I'm putting Wrinkle at 3. Put Tomb Raider at 2, Black Panther at 1. Game Night is really sticking. I think Game Night's gonna be at 5. Actually, no.
What?
Yeah, could it?
Is Game Night in its 3rd week or 4th week?
Game Night's in its 3rd week.
It'll be in its 4th week next week.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could see Game Night staying in the top 5.
I'm keeping
No,
Game
actually,
Night
no.
at 5.
No, I'm gonna put Red Sparrow at 5. Game Night's
Really?
gonna go
After
out.
going down 49%?
Yeah.
Nah.
No, 'cause it's got the advantage of still having more money, or still making more.
It only
Or
made
maybe
about 700,000 more.
still more. It's got that advantage behind it. Yeah, Red Sparrow 5. Game Night would drop out. I don't know what I'd put.
4.
Actually, how many have I got? Black
Yeah,
Panther,
but
Wrinkle,
Tomb Raider, you don't know what's at 4.
No, actually, no. I'm gonna Red Sparrow and Game Night. I think I'm probably gonna stay. I'm just gonna say Strangers gets replaced by Tomb Raider.
Okay. Sparrow, Game Night.
Maybe. Actually, no.
I'm putting Black Panther, Tomb Raider, Wrinkle, Strangers, Game Night.
See, I don't know how has Strangers been received.
Actually, no, I might actually put it at 5 because I feel like it seems like a lot of people dislike it.
Yeah. It's like it's probably gonna have the Death Wish effect where it just goes.
Death Wish went all the way to 7.
That was a 49.4 drop. That's a lot. 50%. Then again, it's less than Red Sparrow had. Yeah. Yeah, I think that. Yeah. Panther, Wrinkle, Raider. That's a hell of a movie title, isn't it? Panther, Wrinkle, Raider. Panther, Wrinkle, Raider, Sparrow.
Strangers got 10 million, 10.4 million. You'd have to assume at least a 50% drop. At least. No, at most. Okay, let's put most.
Yeah, but we got to think, like, the less money it makes each weekend, the less the percentage, like, less it's not gonna lose as much as it keeps going down. Like, that percentage drop will decrease.
I think Black Panther will be like around the 25 million, right? At least, right there in the mid 20s. Wrinkle Time would have to be like 16. I think Tomb Raider would be up there in like 17, 18.
See, Panther? How much did Panther? 66 million last weekend. So it lost 16 million in a week. Well, not lost, but it went down.
You'd have to assume Game Night loses 2 million at least. So let's say that. So it's like at 5 million. Red Sparrow has 8.5. It'd have to lose 3.5. I think it will. I think Red Sparrow loses.
No, I'm gonna stick with what 4 and 5 are right now. Right. So 5 Game Night, 4 Sparrow, Raider, Wrinkle, Panther.
But for me, for my sense, if I think Game Night's gonna make 5 million, and Strangers is at 10, Strangers would have to lose more than 50% to be at 5.
Yeah, but I'm keeping Strangers out of that. I'm
Yeah,
not.
no, for me at least, Strangers would Stranger make more than 5 million in the second weekend. Just thinking about it, like, would it make it? It's a hard one.
Death Wish did.
Death Wish didn't, you right?
No, that literally. I know, 49. Yeah, it had literally a half.
But if it goes to half, because most movies, at least, I don't think I've ever. Most movies don't go more than 50% after the second weekend. After the first weekend.
It depends, you know.
No, that's what I'm saying. Most don't. Some do. Some do.
Well, I mean, the average comic book movie, like the summer, and when it's big, is usually like a 70% or 60%.
Well, that's just because everybody wants to go see the next blockbuster.
I mean, true, but like I'm saying, for those, the average is slightly more than 50.
I'm gonna keep it at 5. I'm putting Black Panther, Tomb Raider, Rinko, Game Night, Strangers. You want to lock yours in? Black Panther, Rinko, Tomb Raider, Red Sparrow, Game Night. There's something feeling that I want to put Strangers at 4 and Game Night at 5 for some reason.
I mean, put it that way then. Do it.
There's something about it that feels like Strangers might still.
Do it, pussy. No.
Nah, it's because it has less theater, so I'm just gonna keep it at 5. Okay, so that's mine. I'm locking mine in. Black Panther, Tomb Raider, Rinko, Game Night, Strangers. I think Game Night's gonna go up 1. There's something about it that seems like it. And that's only because Strangers is going to pummel. So, I guess that's going to be it for today.
Yeah? Or this week?
This week, yeah. Check out all, Google us. Check out everything that's coming up this week. Of course, all the shows are back to normal. They should be on YouTube, the Patreon credits. Yeah. Till next time.